Hey YouTubers, it's Platt and we're still fighting our way through our beer style series and we're still working our way through Belgium, but we're done with the sour beers for now and we're going to go to the Belgian Pale Ale. Let's go over the numbers real quick. Our SRM is 6 to 12, IBUs are 20 to 30, our ABV on this particular beer is 4 to 6 plus, and we're going to serve this beer at between 40 and 50 degrees. This style, the Belgian Pale Ale, was influenced by the British Pale Ale. One great thing about Belgian beers is that they've been influenced by a wide range of other countries. France, Germany, a little bit of Russia, and of course this beer modeled after the classic British Pale Ales. And because of that, you don't pigeonhole some of these beers as far as style-wise. It's a pale ale, but don't think of it as similar to the beer that you would get in a beer festival in Seattle or Portland or on the West Coast. Don't think of it as a West Coast Pale Ale. And part of the reason is they use a different hop. These are hopped with noble hops, which, unlike the U.S. hops, which are piney, citrusy, these hops tend to be a little softer, a little more floral, maybe grassy notes. This beer pours gold to copper in color, fairly clear beer, has medium carbonation, little to mild alcohol. It's definitely not a warming sensation or any burn on that. Hop aroma, flavor, and bitterness tends to be low but noticeable on these beers. These beers are a little bit more about the malt than the hops compared to its U.S. counterparts. Those malt notes, you're going to get caramel, a little toastiness, a little breadiness. One thing about these beers, though, is being Belgian and using the Belgian ale yeast, you're going to get fruity esters, and the fruits are going to be pears and oranges. It's going to have a moderate body. It's not big in any way. A short to medium finish on this beer. This beer goes good with tempura battered fish and bread pudding. The particular one we're trying today is the Orval Trappist Ale. Now, the style-wise, as far as malt bill or whatever, is a pale ale, but the selling point is the Trappist name. If you know anything about the Trappist beers, these are done on a Trappist monastery and supervised by the Trappist monks. The particular brewery here was built in 1931, but these monks have been producing beer since the 1600s. If you ever make it to the Orval monastery where this beer is produced, they also produce a petite Orval that's not normally sold to the public. It's just for the monks themselves, but at the monastery you can pick up some. So if you're over in Belgium, you might want to check that out. So let's give this beer a try. Alright, you see we got a nice head. I might have poured that a hair aggressively, but we got a nice head. Decent head retention. Plenty of fast rising bubbles. Let's give her a nose. Alright, definitely I get biscuity malt note. That's going to be predominant on the nose. There's a slight hint of hops, but it's the malt that really sticks out on the nose. Let's give her a try. It's a nice beer. Got the malt sweetness punch on the tongue. Typical of also a lot of Belgian beers, you got a little funkiness to it. I'm going to say you almost get some sour notes to it. This is not soured like those lambics and Flanders that we tried earlier, but just the quirkiness of the fermentation or whatever, kind of, for the goose, I use the term barnyard, and you get a little bit of that here. As far as drinkability or body viscosity, this is a very drinkable beer, approachable. ABV wise, I want to let you know this is 6.9, so this is the top end of that range as far as ABV goes. We're kind of leaving the session end of that beers, but it's still somewhat drinkable. Even at 6.9 though, I don't feel any alcohol burn or warmness in the chest. Nice malt balance. A hair of hop bitterness in the back, but it's more, I think, for balance than necessarily trying to feature the hops. The hops aren't featured here. It's about malt, but again, in relative balance. Overall, I'll say this nice, approachable beer. I would say for someone that's getting into pale ales or whatever, that doesn't necessarily like as much hoppiness, I would say that you could probably give this to your friends that are just approaching beers before some of the more hop aggressive U.S. pale ales. I think they would appreciate this if they're looking for a little softer, a little sweeter beer compared to some of the traditional American pale ales. This might be something you want to try. One more drink. Yeah, that's very pleasant. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, like always, you can leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bottoms up.